This is the podcast, not an interview. This is a conversation. No gimmicks, just reasons. 84 reasons. Come holler at me. What up, my good people? I am being true. This is the latest installment of 84 Reasons. No games, no gimmicks, just reason. I'm trying my best. I'm trying to do my best to introduce this next person because this is way past the pivot. Y'all know I'm on the pivot. You're talking about my neck. Listen, All American, first team All SEC. This man wore molded cleats. Give me the molded cleats. I don't need all that cute stuff. The great Shannon Crowder. What's up with you, boy?
Man, Troop, I've been waiting, man. I'm on the internet the other day. I'm looking. You got 4 on there. You got Rat on there. You got DB on there. I'm like, damn, Troop, they gonna hit me. Let me get on 84.
No. I'm respectful. I'm respectful of what you're doing now, man. I know every time I see you, I'm like, I don't know what city he in. I don't know who doing this production, but Shannon has seen more of America now than he's seen when he played. Like, I'm going, where today? I'm going, what this weekend? You know what I'm saying? And let me say this. I got to say this why I got you, though. Boy, I'm proud of you for this reason, Chan. Most people think I go to TV, I got to switch up my look, switch up my talk. I said, if Shannon Crowder's on TV, y'all going to have to switch y'all rules and regulations. What you mean I got to change how I look? I work hard to get these dreads, now. I remember Channing back in 2000, I want to say 2001, ain't even got the dreads yet. Come out the stadium, Chan standing right there with T-shirts. I said, who is this dude right here? I remember Mike Natia saying, that boy right there, he the reason why I got to get the hell out of here. Why? Because I ain't going to play much when I get here dealing with him. Channing. And so I'm just happy, Channing, man, that you're doing your thing. But, man, how are you doing, man? Like, how was everything with the pivot? How was your schedule these days?
Man, it's crazy. I'm traveling like 3 days a week, bro. I'm leaving. We try to do it all so we can have time. All of us got kids. All of us married. You know, Freddie T, RC. We all married. So we try to do it during the week so that, you know what I'm saying, and my wife holds down a lot of stuff. I can't do it without Asia. But, bro, I'm gone probably Tuesday, Wednesday, every single week. We trying to shoot like 2-3 shows a week, trying to stockpile them. Because people are, you know, folks be acting funny. People are cancel on you and all that stuff, bro. Yeah. So we try to have some stockpiled like over, you know, just evergreen type stuff so that we try to get, like we just had Taylor Townsend the other day because she had got into it with the white girl and the girl called her, you know, all disrespectful stuff.
That's the one that said she had no class and, you know what I'm saying, education. Talking about stuff ain't got nothing to do with the game because you lost. You mad. I get it. You mad.
Bro, you mad. I done whooped your ass. Y'all cuss on here? Y'all cuss on here because I ain't hear nobody else cuss.
Yeah. You can do whatever you want.
Okay, you know me. Yeah, you know me, Troop. So, yeah, she done whooped the ass. So we try to do the timely stuff, but we get evergreens as well, where if something goes wrong, we have something to put out on Tuesdays and Fridays, man. Bro, we've been doing it for 3 years, bro. We got damn near 300 episodes. Like, without COVID, none of this would have happened. Because that's what happened during COVID. We was sitting around, because, you know, B Marsh, we was on I Am Athlete.
Yeah, I saw that.
Bro, we sitting around in the pool, kids playing in the pool. We sitting there, you know me, I'm drinking. I might have had me a cigar that was split down the side. We just sitting there messing around, and he was like, "Hey man, you know, let's jump on, let's do a podcast." We was like, "Cool, let's go." Because remember, Reggie Wayne was on it at first.
Yep. So, and what's the other dude? What's the other dude that played for the Jags? D tackle. He was on there.
Who we had him on, but it was me, Doug,
it was you,
Freddie, and B Marshall at first, and then
it was good too.
Ocho, Dub started coaching. Reggie started coaching. So then that's when we got on about Ocho on, and then that's when everything blew up. But without COVID, man, it was, bro. I was already doing radio because I'm like, just like you, bro. You gonna pay me to talk?
Yeah, I'm trying to Shannon. I'm trying to tell you, man. There are things. Think about this, right? We in college, right? We know nothing about journalism school. We know nothing about media and production. Could you imagine had we did that in college to where, dude, like you don't find no RCs, a guy that played, was on inside the NFL while he was playing. Now he's doing this thing on TV. I gotta ask you this though, Chando. when did you know, you, Fred T, and RC, when did you know, dude, we got us something, bro? Because it's one thing to do it, but when did you know, bro, this crazy. We really out here doing this.
We knew when we were with I Am Athlete. When we were there and it blew up. And we sitting around talking. Those boys we weren't even interviewing people, bro. And we look and there's 500,000 subscribers, 700,000 subscribers. We like, oh, these people need this. They want to see, I always say lions. You know what I'm saying? Like strong black men, like alphas. We could sit around and debate, argue. It's the backyard talk. And that's what, like, we didn't know people don't know about that. Like, bro, me and you could sit here, we'll argue all day about everything and laugh at the end, drink us a couple beers. You know what I'm saying? Like, people, it was crazy that people didn't know that happens. And that's what we presented to the world, were black alpha males that are intelligent, that know about investments, that know about real estate, that know, you know what I'm saying? We're doing the same thing everybody else is doing, and we can articulate ourselves in a certain way. It's not the way, like you just said, it's not the way you talk. I'm gonna throw me a cuss word in. Man, we got to buy that.
But let me say this too. It's got to be refreshing, though, Chan, that people don't realize, no, dude, I'm not doing this for the camera. Like most people get in front of the camera, that's not who they are when they say cut. I said, well, Chan, let me tell you something. If you look up the word original and authentic, Chan is in the middle. That boy, he don't know how to be nothing else. When I can see somebody saying, hey, Chan, you got to talk like this. You better get you somebody else. What you mean talk like that? Because my brother, my family be asking me about you. I said, look, man. I said, certain people were built for the position that they're in. Chan is built for the position. That when you asked Kevin Hart, when you said that to Kevin Hart, I said, when Kevin Hart did his dance like this, I said, that is Chan. Because at the end of the day, I know, you done spoke to more people now in a 3-year span and you done spoke to in a lifetime as far as like interviews. Y'all show, will make y'all show good though. Well, make it good. You got you the personality, you got the wisdom. I ain't never even spoke to Fred T, which pisses me off. I ain't never spoke to Fred. Played in the AFC South for 4 years, never said a word to Fred T. And then RC is RC. Is it refreshing knowing Chan, man? Just be yourself, because bro, we need that personality. What's the funnest part of having the pivot, man? Because I know that's not the only thing you do, but what's the funnest part about having a show like that?
It is fun because everybody, like, you knew back when it was 02, like you said, 01, 02. So I graduated 02. So it was 02. I was a fanboy of yours, is what it is. You talking about you walking out seeing me in 01. I was a fanboy because you been true. Like, I'm watching SEC football. I'm from Atlanta. I'm getting recruited by Spurrier and them. I come to a game and you walk out, your big ass walk out, and I'm sitting there as a kid like, damn, bro, I'm tapping my mama like, man, it's been true, been true coming. Like, it was amazing. So to be able to answer your question though, to be able to show the world that, like you're saying, it's buttoned up. RC's very buttoned up. He's articulate and asks the questions, and he's a professional. He has a degree. Freddie T is just a loving dude, man. Like, they call him Freddie Flowers. Like, he's really like introspective, and every time I speak to somebody, I want to think about if my children were being talked to in this manner. So I'm gonna speak to every human like I'm speaking to my son, and like it's a different. Like, I'm not like that, bruh. Question is an answer. What you think about him? He ain't garbage. What you think about him? Man, F him. What you think about him? And the dynamic of it is cool because it always comes back around. Could I do a show by myself? I could, but you know how it's gonna be. I'm gonna be cussing, laughing, telling jokes. It's gonna be a stand-up act, true? Because that's what I like to do. I like to make people laugh and mess around. But finish answering your question, bro. It's cool to see that people still appreciate genuinity, because that's all I am, is genuine. I'm shooting from the hip. I don't think about who I'm speaking to. We had Barack Obama on. I'm messing with him about women. We got Kevin Hart.
I mean, what is that conversation? I know y'all got an incredible producer. Y'all got what when they say Chan, we got the president next week. Who? We got Barack. You like what? Like, what goes in through your mind? Like, we're gonna be sitting Bronco because anybody that say they're not a fan of the pivot, they hating. God, they hating. And I wish they wouldn't, because when you talk about former athletes and how we would want a show to be, if it was a group of us, we want to be like that, to where, dude, y'all best shows when it's just you, Fred T, and RC. When y'all just sitting there talking, like when you said what you said about Shadur Sanders, I said, not Shadur, with Shiloh, you said, whoa, let's just stop it for a second. Maybe he's just not good enough to play. You ain't saying he can't play. You saying, dude, let's just stop this. That boy ain't get cut because he swung at somebody. He was an undrafted free agent. And when you finally said it, they was like, yeah, because I get it. We love Deion. We love Shadur. We love the Sanders family. But if you don't get invited to the combine, you better be a hell of a player in training camp. That means I'm playing like a vet as a rookie. When I saw Shadur, Shiloh, he's a good player. He's a good player. But when I watched him against Stanford, I go, that's not good, boy. Stanford don't supposed to be looking like that against him. And that boy got drafted to the Titans, the one that was out there doing Travis Hunter bad. So when you said that, I said, look, that's not being ugly. That's the truth. Like, when you're trying to go around the truth, you got to lie a lot. Like, no. I love you, Shiloh. If you married, I'm married, Shannon. If we got to tell our wives, baby, you know I love you, right? Something bad finna come behind that. Ain't nothing good finna come behind that. If I got to go like this. And I'm just saying.
But, no, man, like, bro, you don't understand truth. Since I was Sandy Springs Saint 11, I used to lick my fingers before I went back to punt return because of Deion. I love Deion. But there's an evaluation of players and truth about them. Shiloh, Bucky, Shadur, I've been to Colorado 4 times. We went out to Boulder, Colorado, which is a shit city. It's nothing to do. We went out there to see Prime. Prime is a good dude, a good husband, a good man, just like a good coach. He's a good human being, bro. Just like you. That's why I fool with people like, that's why when I wasn't on 84 Reasons, I was like, damn, truth. Like, it's,
No. Don't get it. One of the most, listen, when I'm sitting there talking, because everybody knows who you are now, right? So when I'm on other shows and they be asking me about you, I said, they said, we want to get Channing on. I said, this is what I knew about a young Chan. I'm talking about 18, 19 Chan. Now we're talking about 40-year-old Chan. I said, this is Channing Crowder's mentality. He either F with you or he don't. Now, I'm not saying he won't. But if he don't F with you, he will tell you to your face, I don't F with you. We don't got to have this conversation, man. We don't rock like that. And they said, he's like that. I said, no. I said, Chan is from the South, but it's like he grew up in New York. That boy got New York City honesty. It is not malicious, though. It ain't a negative bone in his body. Because if you want to swell up, be like, well, let's swell up then. You want to swell up? Let's do that real quick, because you don't want that either. I ain't got no fight in me, but I got a couple. I got a 1-2 in me, right? Yeah. Still in, and I think, and when I tell people that, I said, Shannon Crowder was built for what he's doing. I said, but here's the thing: that boy don't play the radio now. He's from the ATL, but don't get it. And he's married with kids now. So now he really ain't got no nonsense left. The little nonsense he had left in him, kids and wife took all that. That's gone. Nope. I leave that for them. And plus, you're good at what you do. But I got to kill something right now.
All out the gate. No, but let me finish with the Shiloh, right? I remember Rashad Jones, safety from Georgia, played in Miami, right?
They went there, played for the Dolphins.
Yeah, so I'm covering him. His daughter and my daughter are best friends. So he's still on the Dolphins. I done retired. I'm on radio and I'm evaluating. I'm doing pregame, postgame, everything radio for the Dolphins. And somebody hit their ass for like 180 on the ground. And I light the defense up. I'm like, bro, these safeties and linebackers, they sacks the shit. Like, they're not doing anything to stop this run. So it gets back to G5. Rashad. It gets back to Rashad. So we take our daughters fishing on my golf cart. So we ride and fish, and we fish for an hour. So Rashad turns to me. The girls done got off the cart to go, we saw a little peacock bass. They get off the cart to go catch the fish. And Shad like, damn, see, you lighting me up on the radio. And I look at him, I say, bro, y'all know y'all gave up 180 on the ground that day? What do you want me to say about you?
Mm-hmm.
And he looked back at me, bro. Truth, he looked at me like a man. Like this, what I'm talking about. Like these alpha males talking. I said, bro, tell me, you want me to say you did a great job when you got hit for 180? Damn, you right, bro. Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
but
evaluating.
most people don't get that, though. Most people won't get. But when you hit him with, I did you wrong. What could I have said? You tell me what I'm supposed to say. Because if I go the other way and say, you know what, I think they're gonna be all right, then I look crazy. I sound crazy on the radio. Look, let me just go ahead and say this. You know I'm rooting for you. My daddy and me are the only father and son I can remember got drafted. I'm a Dolphin before I even can spell dolphin. I'm a Dolphin. I love y'all. But if my son is playing football and he the reason why we lost, I mean, I'm gonna tell some of the all right, now cut some of that out. But son, we got to do better than that. Like, I'm not going, and we grown men getting paid money to play football, bro. You should be able to handle a little feedback, a little criticism. It's because it's me. It's because it's me. I get it. Like Dion and DBs, he don't want to say nothing because they all in their feeling. Come on.
So evaluation and friendship is separated, true. That's what I try to explain to a lot of players now, and I tell them guys we be on the pivot talking to dudes. Yeah, we laughing, joking, blah, 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 blah. We get off air. I be like, bro, Detroit, lift your ass up on that left side. And then most dudes be like, oh, we talking about Amon-Ra St. Brown? I be like, yeah, that boy toasted you, bro. Had eight for 112. Yeah, that wasn't the best game. But that's the thing that we should be able to do. Don't get all in your feelings. Yeah. Let's talk like men. Let's discuss things like men.
I tell them when I was on the radio, when I was on ESPN radio, you know, they want me to, you know, I'm doing college football, NFL football, you know, not thinking nobody listen, but people listening, right? And I said, you know what's crazy about being a former athlete? We actually know what we looking at. Like, I'm not just looking at the game. I know what cover two's supposed to do. I know I know coverages like I know offense. So when people saying that safety got beat, no, he didn't, because that safety's supposed to be. There's no way you're supposed to be able to complete a 9 route on cover 2. With a safety standing there, you're supposed to knock him out and look at the quarterback and go, you run the ball in cover 2. You throw it in cover 3, 1 high. It's stuff like that. And then my co-host be like, well, Ben, that's kind of harsh. No, it's harsh when I'm talking about a college player who might not go pro. This dude just signed he's a high paid, like Jamal Adams. I got in trouble by Jamal Adams. I said, Jamal Adams is a linebacker, right, who is the size of a safety. That boy ain't no safety for real. I said, no safety plays in the box 90% of the time. That does not happen. That's a linebacker. So when they got mad at me, they said, he's an all-pro. I didn't say he couldn't play now. I didn't say the boy couldn't play. I'm saying if he couldn't stop the run, you wouldn't know he was out there. If that boy couldn't stop the run the way he does, and blitz, that's what you pay linebackers to do: the blitz and stop the run. A safety supposed to be able to come down, be the run that alley. And they say, Ben, if Jamal Adams get mad at what I'm saying, is because of the truth. I said, I ain't coming at him, but I go, if my safety got 120 tackles and 1 pick, I'm just saying, I love Jamal Adams. I love that boy. That boy can do it. But you know how it is, Chan. When it comes to this
evaluation,
yes,
there's evaluation,
yes,
and there's friendship, and that's what people get. Listen, I couldn't cover tight ends.
Yeah,
you showed me that,
and I'm happy. I'm happy you brought.
You showed me that when I got to Florida.
You finna get mad at me, Chan. You finna get mad at me. Not mad at me. I'm happy you brought that up. So my senior year, we got 2 minutes, and I'm going up against you. This is what you didn't realize. This is what you did not realize, and it happens every day. They'll say, in order for and you a good linebacker for this reason. You not letting that post in there. We wanted to run post. You like, nope, I'm not finna. So I had to run them 10-yard ends. Because here's the thing. You notice, right? They didn't let no other tight end do 2 minutes. You think they finna put DC out there? And I love you. I love you, DK. But they ain't finna put no DK. I love them. Here's the thing. You got to identify real quick. You are a rerouter and a thumper. Like, look, Shannon said, I ain't doing all this running. So if you come near me, I'm going to thump you. Route is over. You can't get in the route no more. So what I would do every day, I got to get you to move your feet this much. I got to get you to slide your feet, and I'm just coming under. I can't go over you. I said, I got to get Shannon to move, and thank God you did it for me. Because this is what happened one time, right? You don't remember this. we were doing something like open field 7-on-7, and DK was in there, and he ran the same route. And you listen, you hit him so hard at the top of his route, you like reroute. And you like looked at him. Like, boy, you listen, you don't even remember this, Chan. You hit him and you pointed. Like, go back over there. I wish. Boy. And all I'm saying is, what it was is, you made me an efficient football player because you always got your depth. You gonna be where you supposed to be. I said, Chan to make me sick. Get Earl Everett up. Ty McCullum or somebody. I'm sick of Chan. Because you saying, look, bro, if I'm supposed to be a 10, I'm gonna drop the 10. I'm not dropping the 11. I'm dropping the 9.5. You notice we didn't run a lot of shallow crosses against you, right? You notice we didn't do that, right? Because you're gonna be like, you're gonna look like this. As soon as you see him, done. I don't care what's going on the other side. If you go like this, boy, you must be crazy. You finna try to run a shallow cross against me? Because you're going, if I hit him, I don't got to chase him. I'm not chasing you. And I remember we played y'all Chad in the regular season at Miami. We tried to run this little play on Zach Thomas. We tried to do a little fake play. I said, you can't fake me. That's a Hall of Famer, man. He gonna laugh at us. I come up and on you chasing me. I said, here come Chan chasing me. You chased me all the way down the field. When you tackle me, you said, Troop, I told you I'm faster than you. I said, I hate Shannon, man. I hate this stuff. Oh, my God.
True.
No, man.
True. No, I know, bro. I'm going to tell you. I text you it before, but I don't know if you know. You want to tell stories, I'll tell the story. But I was in Atlanta. I'm Super 11. I'm 6'3", 210 in high school. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just bigger than everybody else, bro. Yeah. Super 11, all everything. But I got to Florida, and you remember I didn't play that first year. I didn't practice.
Yeah, you was outside the fence. That's when we met you outside the fence. Yep.
And outside the fence. And I started in the Outback Bowl practices. And that's when I caught EG. So y'all done played the whole season. I'm fresh. I'm fresh out the block. I'm high school fresh. And EG ran the zone, and I ran through and bammed EG. EG threw the ball at my face. Man, this dude, who had this little light skin, blah, blah, blah. EG snapping on me. So I didn't get a chance to play. Like, we didn't go against each other. We didn't do one-on-ones because it was bowl practice. You don't do one-on-ones in bowl practice. Mm-hmm. Bro, that next spring, because I literally thought, like, I didn't know what NFL players looked like. I played some dudes in high school, but you don't see. I played Dacus Thurman and all them boys, the Tucker and all them that went to the league, but I didn't see it. You don't remember this. You talking about something you don't remember. Our first time ever doing one-on-ones against each other. Now they done changed it up, right? They done changed up the whole field and they got all this facilities done. Yeah. Bro, the big parking garage right there by the practice field. The first field down the little hill. The second
the one
field.
The one that had proving grounds on it right before you run on it. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that one. So you come down here as the first field, the second field, and you go over it's the third field. But that second field, I could go to Gainesville right now, Troop, walk to the point where I stood. I know football. You talking about X and O football. People don't really know what we're talking about. Bro, like all go special, 3 up is 3. You know what I'm saying? 3 go out, you got to drop back for 2, 2 by 2. One underneath, can't bang him because you got to drop back for the opposite high, low. Oh, bro, I knew that coming into college because I had a hell of a coach in Kevin Whitley in high school. Bro, we lined up, and I'm like, okay, tight end going to stem outside. If they stemming outside, they trying to get you to run. They want to give up your leverage. Like, I had the simple stuff. Bro, your big ass, and if people don't know, have never met you, you big as hell. Your big ass took off and you ran straight at my chest. And I start, like you said, checking my feet. I'm backing up. I'm like, what? Like, dudes I'm 6'3", 210. People don't run straight at my chest. Yeah. Bro, you ran straight at my chest. And so I checked my feet about 3 times. And so I went to shoot. I'm going to shoot. Now I'm going to raise you up. I'm going to knock you off your route. Yeah. My palms didn't touch anything. You hit me. You hit my inside hand with the front hand. You swam the outside hand and ran a 7 route, wide open, touchdown. It's one-on-one, so it's not like, everybody ooh. Yeah. Bro, I had to go back to the sideline. Dogface, what's his name? Matt Furrier, Dogface was there. Reed Fleming, Todd T-Snack, Todd Johnson, all them boys sitting there, and they looking at me like, man, this This the All-American we brought in. Troop just boomed him on the first rep. Bro, and you were the first player that I saw, like, that's what an NFL player looks like. Like, Max Starks played them, C4, Deshaun Wynn. Like, we had a hellified team.
Yeah,
like,
we had some players, man.
We had some dogs out there. Bro, when we had to go one-on-one, now, and then looking forward when I got to Miami, played against Randy McMichael, played against Antonio Gates, played against Tony Gonzalez, played against them dudes. Bro, I can always reference back, like, I remember when I lined up against Troop, this is what it was like covering Troop. Like, I'm lining up, when I'm looking at Tony Gonzalez, the hell who the back is, that's my pass coverage right there.
I'm not worried about that back.
Hey, bitch, I'm back. Hey, Crowder, why you at 9? Because I got to cover Tony Gonzalez. What if they run the ball? Shit, let them run the ball. I don't give a damn.
I can come up and make a run.
I can make that tackle at 3, but if this big light-skinned fella gets going, it's going to be curved down this field.
No, but what I can just see you saying, listen, light skin, you got to look out for me today now. They don't make them like you. You the only one. You are the Steph Curry of tight ends. You hear me? I ain't never seen nothing like you. No. No. You didn't know this either, though. So, Ron Zook get there. You know, he a different type of coach. We on the goal line. I remember this, man. He said, run the ball. You know, he mad. You done said something that got mad. But he don't know. I said, this is what Channing do. You finna close the space up. Ain't nowhere to go. All right, run it. First play, on the goal line, bam, Deshaun Wynn, nope. Put C4 in there, bam, nope. Jimtavius Walker, bam, nope. I mean, put him, and you, listen, you had this, I don't know how you did this. You would hit people, it's like you would lift your leg up and push. Dude, you're not going over me. I remember Ron Zook getting so mad, right? I said, dude, are we going to keep doing this drill? Or we going to run something else? Because this ain't going. Like, this is what I remember against Florida State my senior year when you came out the pile with that freaking fumble. And I go, you going to get back to Florida State? And when you like slam the ball on the ground, that's how I felt. I said, so let me get this straight. He about knocked the running back out. It's a pile. Usually with the pile, you wait to see who got the ball. He's wearing number 55. He got the ball. No, the ball came out before. Yeah, the ball came out before, and because it got knocked out. Because my mom was up in the stands with your mama, Channing. Boy, let me tell you something. Listen to me. Listen. My mama said, Channing mama was up there in the stands, and somebody was like, oh, 55 this, 55 that. No, bro, we ain't going. Your mama done turned around? What? Like, what you say about 55? I'm just telling you. My mama said if she wouldn't have stuck her, she said, Channing mama strong. I'm like, yeah. Stuck her arm, and your mama finna get right. Ooh, we finna win something today. Y'all might cheat us out there. And what was crazy, hold on. We gotta get this right. Channing, is your mama white?
Yeah.
No, hold on. The reason why I said, I'm arguing with my mama about you. Listen to me. Listen. Hold on. Right. Hold on. My mama said that lady ain't white. I said, Mama, Channing said she was. She is not. My mama said she need to do her ancestry.
So she white, but she grew up on the east side of Detroit.
Okay.
So that's like the culture is in her. You know what I'm saying? Like, so everybody met her and she had curly hair. So like they were like, oh, she light skinned. Everybody assumed because she got that swag like that. But no, true.
My mama don't believe it. My mama won't believe you, Channing. I said, Mama Channing, when did you know that your mama was white?
Probably 25.
That's hold on. So when you finally realize that your mama, you go, wait a minute, mama, you're white? When? That's crazy.
It was crazy because so when I moved to Miami, she lived with me. And so the dudes would come to the house. I was a party house. I ain't had no dining table. I had a pool table. You know what I'm saying? I had a pool in the back. It might have been some co-ed parties going on, enjoying ourselves. So then my mama would walk like from the bedroom side of the house into like the entertainment side, and do like Ronnie B was the first one to do it. He ran up on me. He was like, "Hey, Chan, it's a white lady in your house. Who is that?" And then they meet her, and then they talk to her. I'll be like, no, that's my mama. Oh, okay, how you doing, Miss Crowder? And she talks her shit too. So they be like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, like they would see the
Yes.
because she raised me by herself from 9 years old. My mom and dad got divorced when I was 9. So once they meet her and they see how I act, they're like, oh, okay, now I can see it together. But if you just look at her, she's a white lady. Her daddy white and mama not. Truth, I don't know what two white people can make. They can only make a white daughter. So
That's what I'm saying.
I know she's white, but
I am not
she
saying you
grew up
wrong.
in the
This is
culture
my
and
mama.
the atmosphere
My
of
mama
East
and I told
Detroit.
my mom
So that's why everybody's tripped by it,
your
because
mama's white. My mama said she's not. She said from what I saw, from what I saw in the stands, that's not a white lady. I said, Mama, I'm just telling you what Shannon told me, right? And I think the thing about it is right. If anybody meet your mama, they'll say, okay, I get it. With Chan, I said, you meet his mama one time. Listen, she's a loving lady. If she on your side, she on your side. But once again, who you talking to? You talking to me? We can handle it. No.
Yeah.
We don't got to move nothing out the way. I don't got to take off no earrings. Let's get right now. I love that about your moms. Your moms will come up to me after the game and I say what's up to her, man. And I'm just listen. Sometimes great things happen to great people. The thing about you, Chan, is you the type of dude. I said, man. When people say, I think Chandler Crosby, I said, no. If you ain't never met him, you don't know him. You're gonna give me some false narratives about him. I said, listen. I go, Channing is the only boy from the city that's like a country. I don't know how that works. He's not from the country. He's from the city, but I can still see him and Brian Crumb. Get out that water, man. That sign says it's alligators in it. No, we good. We don't got to go that far. Do you up to y'all?
Them Gators ain't worried about us. Them Gators ain't worried about us, true. Man, it's a certain way, like I said, just the edge to it. And there's a certain way that I was, just brought up, like you always grinding. You always trying to get from, you're coming from the bottom. And my whole goal, I say it on the podcast, I say it all the time. And a lot of guys, like they look at me funny. I never thought about being a All-American. I never thought about being a Hall of Famer. I never thought about breaking records, bro. I was trying to get out of Decatur, Georgia. I just looked around. I saw Bob Whitfield when I was playing high school football. Pee-wee ball up at Sandy Springs Saints. We playing the game. Bob Whitfield comes out there and talks to us after the game. I see Bob pull up in the Benz. I see Bob jump out with the chain on. I see Big Bob walk over. You know what I'm saying? Like, I saw that and I was like, I need that. Not even the chains in the car. Mm-hmm. Football can get me out of this situation I'm in. Bro, I'm about to go. I used to ride my bike to school. There was a bus that came, true. In high school, a bus came. The school was 12 miles away. I had me a pink bike. I ended up spray painting it black because they made fun of me because I'm riding this big-ass pink bike. I spray painted it black, rode my bike to my homeboy house that lived right down the street from the school and walked with him to school, went to practice, walked with him back to his house, got my bike, and drove back home. 24 miles a day riding my bike. I'm going to do more than everybody else out there physically, was my thing. Because this football, and I was having some success. You know what I'm saying? I was the starting running back and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I was one of the better players on the team. But I'm like, listen, Chris Reese, who played for the New Orleans Saints, had the big fumble recovery in the Super Bowl and all that. We played together in high school. They might have found out that I was an All-American and moved my family out to the suburbs. But that's all.
I mean, that's the least they can do. That's all
speculation. That's all speculation. They might have helped us get an apartment somewhere in the suburbs.
I'm just saying. That's the least they can.
But I play with them dudes. I'm gonna outwork you. He's good. I'm outworking him. Cedric Cook. I remember that name. Daniel Bettis. Mike Cullen. They were the dogs, and I'm like, okay, y'all can play too. I'm going to outwork everybody there. And that's what I did. I tell people, bro, I wasn't the biggest, the strongest. I wasn't lifting no 400 pounds, wasn't squatting no 700. I never get tired. remember we ran them Friday, the Friday stadiums?
Yeah.
Them Friday stadiums all the
Yep.
way up the swamp. Man, that is child abuse. Cause that's ridiculous
Yeah,
to
ain't
do
lying.
that to children, Troop.
I didn't even know our stadium at a certain point just go straight up. Like, dude, this thing is going like straight up in the air. And
we running on the ladder. This ain't stairs. We on the ladder right now.
But I would be remiss though, Chan. I saw the episode about you and your pops, man.
Yeah.
I saw you talking about Big Randy, man. And sometimes as a grown man, you know, we act like, man, I don't really care. I don't really care if I know my pops for real. But we just saying that. We just saying that because we know, you know, what was it like for you, even though, you know, you got to see him take his last breaths and different things. What was it like for you to get to spend time with him for real to say, dude, like, you cool as hell, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because to know where you come from, I got my moms, I got it. Now I get my pops. What was it like for Channing to see, all right, Big Randy, man, what's up? And you really is like, dude, you cool, bro. You, all right. Because no one wants to see their parents.
You go to hell, man, because I'm a tear up. So you know what you're doing. But
I got it. Cause
no, bro. I respect it because I really want to tell people, and I think it's a bigger picture here, that me and my pops ain't talk for 4 years. Like 2 years at Florida. Remember my daddy, you never see my daddy at no games.
Yeah.
My daddy wasn't at his game. My mom, she kind of raised me up, and he got remarried, and you know, it was a whole thing where you got to pick a side, which I've talked about that on the podcast too, man. Don't do children like that. Where, oh, your daddy ain't shit. Oh, your mama ain't shit. So both my parents ain't shit. I'm getting it from both sides. You know what I'm saying? Like, goddamn, true. So everybody around me ain't shit, huh? But so I got in the league. I got to give credit to Nat Moore, who played with my dad. This is how God works, bro. God is, you know, if you have atheist followers, God is real. Nat Moore played with my daddy back in the 70s. He's now the president of football he's the president of the outside of football stuff with the Dolphins. He still works for the Dolphins. Mm-hmm. He said he knew me and my daddy weren't talking because I got drafted. He came to me like, man, I play with your dad. I was like, yeah, I don't fool with Randy. He said, there's family day. I'm inviting Randy. And I was like, well, you can invite your buddy if you want to. I'm still being arrogant. Now they just gave me $4 million. True, man. I don't need to talk to this man. I made it now. He said, that's your dad. That's my friend. He's coming, and y'all gonna sit down. Nat Moore, the old receiver. And that's where it started. It was my rookie year at Family Day. He made me and Randy sit down. Randy explained his side. I explained my side. And ever since then, bro, he's me. We laugh the same. We joke the same. We talk the same. We want to make everybody around us happy. We don't want to be a burden on anybody. So I did, to your point, I saw where I came from. I saw what my personality was. Even though I wasn't around this man since I was 9 years old. I see him for 3 weeks in the summer. But I saw what genetics do. I saw why I am the way I am. And then him on the way out, his last fishing trip, we went fishing and caught 40-something sea trout. He beat me. He caught the bigger one than me. Motherfucker couldn't see, but he could still feel that line. True, man. The bitch was blind and could still feel that line. And I hit me like a 32-inch sea trout. Next thing I know is, Chan, there's a big one now. I got me one, Chan. I said, man, shut your old ass up. That's how you mess with your pops. Yeah, man, this motherfucker brought in a whale, 39-inch whale, big. I have a picture of me and his last fishing trip. I got a picture of him with my kids. He got to see Lil Chan play baseball. He got to see my daughter play basketball. He got to see my youngest son, who was 4, playing baseball. Like, he got to see all that because he lived with me that last year. And that meant something. It means something to the kids. My youngest even still come up and go run in their room and be like, oh, yeah, Papa's in heaven. And, bro, that shit makes me tear up every time he does it. Papa's in heaven. He's looking for his granddad. So, like, that connection is something that you don't overlook, man. And everybody always tells you good shit after the person dies. You hear all these great stories. Yeah. I just went to Farrell, Pennsylvania, man. And I heard, like, everybody told me football stories. Like, man, you know, my daddy was big as hell, too. I think his senior year, he was 6'4", 230, and that's back in the 70s. That's a
Yeah.
motherfucking monster in the 70s, bro.
Yes.
So they like, man, Randy used to go from offensive tackle to fullback to tight end to quarterback, and the quarterback sneak. They telling me football stories. But then, like, to go back to like where you come from, a little bitty white lady came up to me, and you know all his teammates telling the truth. Little bitty white lady came up to me. It's like, yeah, I love Randy. We're in the same class. We graduated together. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, man, he loved Farrell. You know, I'm trying to talk to him. She said, I moved when I was in 7th grade. I moved to Farrell, and Farrell was a small steel mill town, so everybody knew each other. So she said, when I moved in, you're kind of the outcast because these kids have been going to middle school, elementary, middle school. Everybody knows each other. They already got their cliques. She was like, so for the first couple of days, I was like an outcast. Nobody really fooled with me. She said, lunchtime was my hardest time because I didn't know where to sit. She said, your dad saw that. Bro, this 7th grade. What are you, 13, 12? Bro, 7th grade. She said, your dad saw me struggling, came up to me in the hall before lunch and said, sit with me today. I know everybody. Sat with her, and she said that changed like the trajectory of her living in Farrell, Pennsylvania. Like, how did somebody at 12 years old understand that dynamic? You know what I'm saying? Like, you talking about where you come from? Yeah. That's like, them are the stories, bro. And that's just one I can remember. There were so many stories of like his heart, his, you know what I'm saying? His love for people for no reason. Just like I do all the charity with the Boys and Girls Club. I do all this. That's not for anybody at all. It's time. Like you say, time is valuable, bro. It's time out of my life. Yeah. But when every year, bro, 13 years now, when I take all them toys to the Boys and Girls Club, I have a Christmas drive, and you see that kid that looks at that basketball, looks at that fishing pole, looks at that bike, and he just melts like, I can, and he asks, like he's almost scared. Bro, I can take this? Yeah, big homie, that's yours, bro. Merry Christmas. Yeah. You see the parents tear up like, bro, that is beautiful. Where did that come from? Where does philanthropic hearts come from? Where does love come from? Love of people you don't even know. You're supposed to love your family. Why you love people that you've never met before? It's something inside of you. And my dad had that. And that's what I knew it. I knew he wasn't no bad person. Mm-hmm. But I found out after he died from all the stories, all the people calling me, texting me, tweeting me, DMing me, like the dude was a real good human being. So that's why I know he going up and not down.
That's not, when you said what you said about your dad in the 7th grade with the little white lady. That sounds like you chanting 100. I can see us in college and somebody saying, because you always see it different. I'm like, I don't deal with this person. Like, whoa. Why not though? Oh, you'll go. Let me go ask them. Let me go see, because you're not the type of person if you're gonna let somebody shape your narrative of somebody. No, but I mean, I'm gonna go see for myself. They might be everything you saying, but let me go see for me that way, because I don't want to be. I said, people say, look, I said, well, Channing ain't he ain't no crowd pleaser. No, he wants to make you laugh, yeah, but he ain't going with what the crowd doing. No, absolutely. That is not. But you also said something that my dad gonna appreciate. Yeah, man, my dad didn't come to it. See, a lot of people saw my mom, so they ain't see my dad a lot of my games either. And my mom had such a strong presence, but my dad dealt with a drug addiction for a long time. I didn't know. My mom told us about it when I was in high school or whatever. So my dad came on my visits with me, but it just overtook him. He couldn't really. He's still here now, man. Thank God, still thriving. But he always talking to me and my brother and my sister about our kids. He'll say, man, I appreciate y'all letting me be a papa to them. He'll say, my grandkids let me know how I was supposed to love y'all. That's how I was supposed to treat y'all. And he said, I'm happy that y'all never told him about me for real. And when you said what you said about your son coming to the room saying Papa is in heaven, it's the smallest things to our dads that get them there. These dudes, they old school. They don't need a lot. My dad thinks the potato chips are barbecue because the bag is red. He ain't even looked at the front. That's my dad. My dad will buy the food at the gas station at the front, like the deviled eggs. He get in the car. My mom like, what is that, girl? You better get you some of this. Now that you can have all of that. I don't want. My dad is old school. My dad told me. My dad just learned how to text message for real. My dad told me, son, well, I can make the screen big. I said, on the computer? Yeah, it was small. I can make it big. So my dad. So I will say to you, Randy is in heaven saying, boy, I'm glad that Nat Moore made me and my son come together. Because sometimes you just know people that know something. Chan, listen, bro, I'm giving you a chance to really know this dude. We know of him. You are him. That's the difference. We know him because he can play. He's a great dude. No, dude, when Nat saw you, he going, God, boy, you your daddy light skin. Golly, boy, you your daddy. You know what I'm saying?
That's a big light skin Randy. But it's so funny, quick. But I'm talking about, this is because he just passed in May. So this early this year, got blood cancer. Man got blood cancer, going to chemo twice a week. Had back surgery, going to rehab. Man went blind. Got a cane, got a seeing cane. We go to the grocery store. He don't know how much it costs, but he gonna sneak up on me, hit my foot with that cane, and try to slide me a 10. Talking about, I got to do something for you, brother. I said, Daddy, we live in this 8,000 square foot house with all these goddamn cars. I don't need that $10. But that's how, to your point of them old school dude, bro. But that's what he was. He gonna help out. And he wouldn't. If I ain't take that 10, he'll leave it on the ground. No, Chan, I ain't just sitting up here.
I'm about
just
to say,
eating
he ain't gonna take it. They think it's bad luck. They're not gonna.
I ain't sitting up here eating no other man's food. That's what I'm gonna pay for my food. Dad, I just bought $700 worth of groceries. You gonna give me 10? I ain't telling him that.
Saying, he want to do his part. Listen, I don't know what you in here buying, but he go, I don't know if this gonna help you get over the top. Go ahead and do it. You look at him like this. Go ahead with it. Go ahead and get what you're trying to get.
Slide me that little face 10 from 1978.
The people looking at it, they put it up in the air like this. I ain't never seen a 10 look like this.
It's
good. They got the serial number on.
Good money there. You know, tell them, Chan, that's good money.
I'm just saying, Chan, with everything you doing now, man. I mean, football aside, football is how we got introduced to the world. The world got introduced to us, from Florida to Miami to Tennessee, whatever. To not make it about the pivot, man, but to me, what it has done, it's so much more. I like how Fred T said anybody can podcast, not everybody can pivot. That's a hell of a tagline, which is so true. What has Channing Crowder learned about himself doing a show like The Pivot?
It's funny because when you hit somebody with that question that they don't know, you know, like they don't, that they got to think about, everybody say, that's a good one. So I hit you up, Troop. Man, that's a good one. What I learned about myself, I've learned that, gotta say it. Your voice is changing lives. And not even to act like I'm I'm curing sickness or anything. But so many people came up to me, and it's not even like, Troop, you say, like, I mess around, I BS, like I'm myself. But like people come up to me and say just this, where it was something where I didn't even know that you cared. That was just me passing, just me talking and passing. But then you look back and you got 8 million views on the video. You got 4 million views on the video. You got, you know what I'm saying? So you think about it, like millions of people watch this. How did that one dude sitting in the bagel shop take this conversation? And he'll come up and be like, bro, the thing with the, it's funny you bring it up, my dad conversation. Bro, I might have had, and that's just me, I had to have had a dozen dudes come up to me and say, bro, when I hear you, and it's funny to hear them say your family's name, because I used to do it with Asia, my wife, when dudes would come up and be like, yeah, man, you and Asia got something beautiful. I'd be like, man, how the fuck you know my wife's name? Like, I get upset, because I'd be like, man, what the fuck you talking about my wife for? But to see the reach and to see I guess to see the positive reach. So that would be the biggest thing I learned, is that it could be 6 people listening. It could be 6 million people listening. To be yourself and to be able to help people, your genuinity. And it's people that don't like me. It's people that criticize me all the time. But everyone that criticizes me, there's 3 or 4 people on the other side that come up and tell me, man, you crazy as hell. And they know I mess around. You crazy as hell.
Yeah.
But man,
Yeah.
when you ask, Amari Hardwick this, bruh, that's exactly what I would have asked him. That's exactly what I wanted to know about him. Like, and that helped me out. That helped me through something I was going through. So, bruh, any platform that you have, be yourself. And like I said, I'm not 100%, bro. I would say 7 out of 10 fool with me. It's 3 out of 10 that come and be like, man, you on that bullshit, Crowder? I'd be like, well, swing on me or don't. Like, what
Swing on me or don't, but don't. You're getting too close. You say it from a distance, not up close, and we good. You can say whatever.
Yeah, true. If you want to lock up, we can lock up. You know how I am. You said it earlier. It's funny that everybody knows that.
You are a knockout. You are not. Now let me say it the right way. You weren't a knockout artist in college. I don't want to, because I don't want people thinking. But you didn't start no fights. I said, listen, if he ever got into it, he gave you an out. He said, all right, now you better go on about your business. That's your out. That's your time to just go on ahead, because I ain't finna do no tussling. Well, you had them little meaty little hands, man. I said, listen, if he hit you with a linebacker's hands is his life. Like a D lineman, I make my money with these, boy. Yeah. So if I got to use them on you, bruh, I ain't finna do all the talking. It's finna be, I ain't got time to be grabbing nobody.
True, you was there when I knocked that Markel. I think Markel passed recently.
Yep.
And
he did. But once again, you gave him an out though, Chan. See, this is the thing, right? If somebody
said don't say bitch, don't call me a bitch again. And he turned around, walked back up on me, and said, it came out like a movie troupe. Big. Before he got the H out. Before he got the H out, I fired. Whop.
No. Let me tell you what I realized about college and pro. Some of us allow the environment we in to make us think we safe. You ain't safe, dude. Listen to me. Listen. If you go to some of these guys' family reunion, they're going to say, no, he's a loving dude. Well, in front of us, he this and he that. I mean, and I be telling dudes, I said, listen, the one thing can't save you is that jaw. If somebody connect, you going that's it. Cause he in front of the group and he feeling the tight way, his ego been bruised. And you know how many people looking at Markel going, don't do it, bro. Whoa, don't do it. Talk your trash, back it up, and what you would have done. Because once you get knocked out, Channing ain't, listen, we can say Channing was wrong in person, but in private, he wasn't wrong.